Human beings are the same psychologically inwardly. In this conversation, I want us to explore the notion or the question of how can you understand others? I mean the people you relate with in the various relationships that you have or you engaged in. This could be your relatives, friends, workmates, strangers, or even your partner or lover at a deeper level. Now, this is a process or a journey that is a personal journey actually that I call self-reflection. If you really understand who you are psychologically, inwardly, then it's so simple for you to understand others all the time. With an exception, of course, of a few individuals that are just so hard to possibly figure out. But literally, we are the same psychologically, inwardly, and once you figure out that, you decode that criterion of yourself and understand yourself fully, then it won't be any harder for you to understand the ones that you relate with. First of all, you have to understand your sorrows, you have to understand your sadness, your happiness, your joy. What brings you happiness? What brings you sorrow? What brings you anger? What brings you happiness? And what brings you joy and stuff like that. Then you have to understand that as a human being you have desires, you have expectations, you have goals and things you want to achieve and dreams. Now once you fully get that, and you don't just of course talk about it, but you fully understand where they come from, what is in you and what makes you alive, and then you'll be able to understand human beings, because you are a human being and just like you, others are you. So once you figure out that that's you and that's the wholesome package that makes up the human being that you are, then you'll just need to shift that to the other person and put in their perspective. Just when you look at, the question is, when you look at others, what do you see? You want always people to respect you. And whichever you define respect, do you see yourself doing the exact thing to other people? You don't want people to annoy you doing whatever that is that annoys you. Do you see yourself not doing that to other people? You want people to understand you, as this could be seen or expressed in notions or questions or statements you always make. How I wish people understood me. How I wish you understood me more. Why don't you understand? Why doesn't anyone understand? The question is, do you see yourself understanding any particular person that you come in contact with? Or it's just a game that you expect others to do to understand you, yet you can't even figure out how to understand others. Because of course, if at all you can't understand others, then doubts are hard that you actually understand yourself. And do you even know what it means to understand oneself? So understanding other people is as a result of you understanding yourself internally and psychologically, inwardly, knowing things that annoy you, knowing your sorrows, and then understand that just like you, other people are going through the same thing, and other people experience the same thing. Now, the level and the magnitude might not be the same, but be rest assured that human beings experience whatever you experience. Everyone has dreams. Now, I'll constantly say that, save for the few exceptions, which of course still, if at all you interacted with them on a deeper level, you'd realize that them too have some sort of aspirations and dreams, whatever they are, however weird they might be, but still they have what they call a dream. They have desires. Of course, they have their inner sorrows. They have things that annoy them. They have things that make them sad. So once you understand that other human beings are just like you, then it will be much more easier for you to understand others. You won't bump into a restaurant. You won't go into a restaurant and then just release all your tension, stress, and frustration onto a waiter or a waitress. You'll know that much as this person has delayed to deliver what you've ordered for, they are human beings. There could be a reason. This is a person that serves more than 10 people possibly, and delaying your order was not on purpose, but it was as a result of the consequences that are prevailing in that environment. That maybe someone had placed an order earlier than you did. Maybe she was bringing your order and then something just stopped. So anything, if at all you really understand that you wouldn't want people to bark at you or shout at you, there's no way you would bark at other people. If at all you understood that you don't want people to speak rudely to you, you would not be rude to other people. If you wanted people to always be kind to you and understood it, that actually other human beings are like you, then you would also, more than anything, want to extend kindness to other people. I think, and this is my personal opinion, that the reason as to why we don't see kind people, it's because we don't understand. We don't have many people that understand that human beings are the same. That I want what you want. Now, if at all we all want cars, we might not want the exact same cars, but we all want cars. No one doesn't want to walk on foot. That's what I mean. It might not be the perfect example, but you should know. If you want peace, then understand that every human being on earth wants peace. Now they might not be defining peace the same way you define it, but they want peace in some sort. Now, if at all you understood, at least if at all you got to that basic level of understanding that everyone wants what you want. Now, for example, if at all you want peace, then you would see people, you would see others and also know that they want peace. Now, at least if at all you know that, then it would be simpler for you to even go on the deeper level of understanding how they define peace and which kind of what has to happen for them to feel that at least peace has been given to them. It's so interesting when this subject is so interesting, and if at all you embark on it, you realize what I'm talking about. That you'll always be in a place where you are a blessing to people that are around you. Now, this could be materialistically, or it might just be spiritual, that you're a blessing to people that are around you. You don't judge people because you don't want to be judged. No one wants to be judged. Most of the people, 9 out of 10, you'll find that know the bad thing they do or something wrong about them. Now, instead of reminding them how bad they are, you would find ways of how you're going to encourage them to even be more of themselves than blaming them. Because when you blame them, of course, they'll create a wall between you and them, which will call for defensiveness from their side. And of course, you want to prove your point. And then instead of becoming a blessing to someone, you just becoming someone that you just become trouble and problems to them. You just become someone that they want to be distant from. But if at all you build on this grip that is in you, because I believe there's a spark of divinity in you that acknowledges divinity in every soul that you come across or you meet, then love, peace, and kindness will be spread amongst ourselves. Thank you for your kind attention. You can go on my channel on YouTube, Hamfad, and subscribe for more videos and be able to catch up anything that I come up with each week. Thank you for your kind attention. Peace, love, and kindness be upon you.